Three army soldiers have been killed during an encounter with the terrorists in the Jammu and Kashmirs Kulgam district, according to the army. The encounter that started on Friday evening after a joint operation was launched by the army and the police, and this was based on specific information about the presence of a terrorist. Now, in a post by the armies, has gone on to say that the operation is still underway, and earlier the police had said that the injured soldiers were evacuated and had been taken to the hospital. But three army soldiers have lost their lives. We have my colleague Nazir joining us on the phone line. Nazir, as the troops zeroed in on the terrorists, and that's when they came under heavy firing, and now these three army soldiers lost their lives in that encounter.
Yeah, exactly. Three army soldiers have been killed in action after they launched a joint operation with the police at a place called Halan forest in Kulgam district of South Kashmir. The encounter started yesterday evening when this joint operation was launched by the security forces. And it is the third time when army has suffered so heavy casualties. It was in April and May when 10 army soldiers, including A5 elite commandos, were killed in Poonch and Rajouri. And now this encounter where army and the police received a specific information about presence of militants. When they zeroed in on the militants, they came under heavy firing. And it could also be a booby trap, because the way it happened in Poonch and Rajouri, how the soldiers lost their lives. But in this encounter, this operation is still underway. There's no clarity if the militants are still, holed up there or they have managed to escape. Since this is a forest area, only thing army and police have said that this operation continues. So this encounter and these casualties on army has come on the eve of, fourth anniversary of abrogation of Article 370. Since then, the government has been maintaining that this remarkable improvement in the security situation. But this encounter and the casualties on security force on army is a grim reminder, but that this situation is not as good as it may be projected, because the way this encounter has happened, even though the number of militancy-related incidents have remarkably come down, civilian casualties have come down, but we see this in this encounter, three army soldiers have lost their lives, and operation is on, and there's no clarity if the militants are still holed up. They're still cornered by the security forces.
Right, Nazir, just stay with us for our next story as well. And like Nazir was pointing out, the encounter and casualties coincide with the 4th anniversary of the abrogation of Article 370 in Jammu and Kashmir.